2026 could finally be the year to see Luigi's Mansion shine once again. Now, it's been 6 years since we've seen Luigi's Mansion, and in 2026 that's going to be 7 years. The original Luigi's Mansion released in 2001 as part of the launch title for the GameCube. The second game released in 2013 for the Nintendo 3DS, and the third game, well, it released in 2019. We haven't really seen Luigi's Mansion since, but the HD version of Luigi's Mansion 2, but that doesn't necessarily count for a new entry into the game. Was it a possibility that Nintendo released that to keep us all in tune, ready and waiting for the next Luigi's Mansion game? It's a possibility, and Nintendo is often known for doing things like that. Just like we got Mario Galaxy 1 plus 2. Now, could we be seeing Mario Galaxy 3? Because that would make a lot of sense and align it with the movie as well. Mario Galaxy 3 would most likely be some sort of open world game. And since Nintendo's going all into open world to the fullest to make it an open world, what exactly does this mean for Luigi's Mansion? Now, I think that we will be seeing this at some point in 2026, hopefully October, because this would be our third game that would be released near Halloween. Because hear me out. Well, the first game, Luigi's Mansion 1 for the Nintendo GameCube, will be releasing October 30th of 2025, which is pretty cool. But also, Luigi's Mansion 3 did release exactly on Halloween, which was really cool. And honestly, I think it's the perfect game for that season. It doesn't really make sense to see a Luigi's Mansion game in July, where it's not spooky season. So what's the point of Luigi's Mansion? Luigi's Mansion is a fun game which you can play at any given moment, but I think it just fits the vibe. We're not seeing too many games that link Mario into the year. We got a new tennis game, and that's pretty much it right now for Mario, so Luigi's Mansion, once again, could make a lot of sense. If you were gonna ask me personally, I think that the next 3D Mario game will be in 2027 after the movie or after stuff like that. Even though the movie will be releasing in 2026, but 2027 where they can develop and fully say, okay, this is sort of part of the movie, Mario Galaxy 3 or whatever it is, Mario Galaxy Super World, who knows? But overall, this is all very interesting things. Now, why would they release another Luigi's Mansion game? Because Luigi's Mansion 3 honestly did end off in a pretty good thing, but you honestly got to wonder when he got onto the bus leaving the hotel saying bye to Professor Egad. So honestly, you gotta say, just maybe, are we going to see him once again? And Luigi was left behind. So that just leads me to believe that just maybe they're going to be reunited once again. Maybe instead of going to a mansion, it's going to be, or a spooky hotel mansion, it's going to be actually somewhere else. Like a vacation, or you're taking a plane, and you're going to some sort of resort. Now this is kind of what Luigi's Mansion 3 was, but not really in the full resort. It was more like a spooky hotel that was ran by ghosts in a dark moon that corrupted everything around them. So just maybe could we see Luigi's somewhere else or inside of the land of the Mushroom Kingdom? Maybe the Mushroom Kingdom is going to happen to be corrupted. This could be the new plotline for the next 3D Mario because we always wanted to see something in the Mushroom Kingdom. This would be really interesting because then there would be ghosts everywhere and it's Luigi's job to go and save the day. But since there's no Luigi, let's just say that Luigi isn't going to be there, or maybe Professor Egad does bring him. Or is Professor Egad not going to be part of the game? Because that would be a sad tale to say, Luigi's Mansion, there is no Professor Egad. So hey, you're going to go and find someone else. You're going to be all alone, fighting the Mushroom Kingdom and saving the day. Who knows? However this game would work, I honestly think that this is going to happen. 2026 is going to be the year for Luigi's Mansion. Again, there is really nothing going for Mario fans. Now, of course, there is things for Pokémon because that's going to be celebrating the 30th anniversary, and The Legend of Zelda, which is going to be the 40th anniversary. But up to this point, there's not too much for Super Mario or Mario as a whole. And it's finally time for Luigi's Mansion to return because it is just a great formula. It is a great way to play your Luigi and let him shine once again instead of being in the shadow buried deep behind Mario. So hey, Luigi's Mansion is perfect for that. But although, how exactly is everything going to be working? How's the story going to be tied? Because most Luigi's Mansion story are honestly tied in some way, but it's not completely tied to the point that you look at it, this is the exact same story, this is the sequel, complete. It's not really tied in that regard. So overall, let's just say that we're fighting to save the Mushroom Kingdom from bad ghosts. Well then, corrupted ghosts, hey, whatever it is going to be really cool. You see Professor Egad, that would be awesome. Maybe you see the return of Luigi, so a second player could play and you can solve puzzles with Luigi. Or is it going to be something different? What if you have a Toad as a second player? What if you have Mario as a second player? So the main player, you will be playing as Luigi. The second player could be playing as Mario and Luigi shines. Who knows? Something like this would be a really interesting concept, and it's your goal to go and save Peach. Overall, it's all super awesome. It's all a really good tale to say maybe Luigi's Mansion is finally coming back. And honestly, I have no doubt about it that we're probably going to be seeing it, because 7 years to wait for a Luigi's Mansion game is a long time. Luigi's Mansion is a perfect, awesome series that really does a lot of things for Mario right, and just makes it so you gotta use your noggin once upon a time to solve puzzles, to escape the mansion, to save Ghost, and to stop Boo from corrupting every single thing that he touches. Overall, Luigi's Mansion coming soon, 2026, makes a lot of sense in my eyes. I'm just looking at this, seeing the box art for Luigi's Mansion. I just think that it would be really cool to finally see once again. Now, this is probably not going to be releasing on the Nintendo Switch 1, but the Nintendo Switch 2 as an exclusive game. So, all of that out of the way, the Nintendo Switch 2 could definitely take Luigi's Mansion to a whole new light, something that we haven't seen before. Could it be open world? Could this be the open world game? Now, although Luigi's Mansion sorta is open world, or should we say open mansion, it's not fully to the fullest extent. What if we take that Mushroom Kingdom idea and make it fully open world, where you can experience everything about the Mushroom Kingdom? You can go right immediately and fight Boo. Trust me, that's probably not going to be the best idea that you made that day. Or you can go straight back to Bowser Kingdom, and Bowser's also going to be corrupted by a ghost, and then you have to fight Ghost Bowser in this new game. Or you head over to somewhere else, maybe a Toad House that's also going to be fully corrupted in ghost energy or ghost jelly or something like that that makes it corrupted and all bad. You go over there, you see a whole bunch of ghosts, you save the Toad, and maybe the Toad joins your team, or you go and see Professor Egad. He gives you more weapons, equipment, or something like that. What if you get a katana that you can slash ghosts? Kind of like the Master Sword, the Blade of Evil's Bane, where you can get rid of evil. This would be a blade that can get rid of ghosts by swinging it. So you can fully upgrade your vacuum cleaner to make it truly a strong, powerful item that you need on your adventure on your way. Overall, Luigi's Mansion, I think that this definitely is something that could happen, because Nintendo's always wanted to make their games all open world for some reason. But overall, when you think about this, do you think that Luigi's Mansion 4 is going to be making a return, or just a brand new game as a whole in 2026? Or do you think this is completely bogus? You're completely delusional if you think that we're going to be seeing Luigi's Mansion. I don't think it's going to be happening. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed. I hope that you consider to think about it. We're going to be seeing Luigi's Mansion. And anyways, thanks a lot. See you in the next one.